Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time. As a musician myself, today is a debut on the channel. This is Katawa Shoujo from the channel Raven Home. We have two songs, Red Velvet and Letting My Heart Speak. By the way, the thumbnail for Letting My Heart Speak looks like maybe a spoiler, so if you're interested in this, what I think is a visual novel, you've been warned. These are requested by, or one of them is requested by Happy Bell. Thank you very much, Happy Bell. The reason this song is here is because I'm doing a Vibes episode, VGM Vibes 10, on, 10th episode. I always forget that. On love themes in video game music. And I was suggested Letting My Heart Speak. Is that what it's called? Yeah. And since this is the only other request I have for Katawa Shoujo, I just put them together. So I have no idea if they're related whatsoever. No clue. Don't know the composer. And I'm pretty sure it's a visual novel, but we'll see. That's it. Let's get into it. Starting off with Red Velvet, my favorite style of cake. Red Velvet, Katawa Shoujo. Are we going jazzy? Oh, it feels so like home. You know, I've been hearing a lot of like loungy cigar jazz lately. It's kind of weird how it's like serendipitous. It wasn't planned. Sounds a little Christmassy, just a little. This sounds kind of like a love theme too. Romance. It sounds very romance. But this isn't the one that I was suggested for love. But either way, kind of fits in a way. It is true though, the older you get, the more you like kind of appreciate jazz more. I mean, I've always liked it, but I would never just sit there and listen to it for long periods of time. I think I can now, you know. It's good music to just have on while you're doing chores around the house or something, you know? Because the whole spirit of the genre is music, you know? Like to the core. And improvisation. That's so cool. You're hearing a very like human expression. I don't know how to explain it. You know what it sounds like? When I heard the Mario Kart 8 Christmas song, and I now associate this with Sonic the Mario Kart. Oh, it's so chill, dude. That was nice. I needed that. Oh, that's so nice because right now, you can't see, but it's raining right now. So like sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but like music sometimes gets enhanced tenfold when it's raining. And that's perfect rain music. So, oh, I needed that. You know, I'm not gonna lie though. When it comes to jazz, specifically like this kind of loungy style of jazz, there's many variations and genres of jazz. It's not often that I get to talk about it, or react to it, no less. So I'm kind of at a loss for words, which puts me in this awkward position because I'm like, okay, well, I gotta say something, and the request has been waiting. What do I say? But I don't know. To me, it was just kind of enjoying it and just sort of like basking in it, and then all of a sudden it's over. To me, that's a song that could easily be looped for an hour, and I wouldn't even notice. It's one of those things that just is kind of there. So the fact that it's in a game, which again, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's a visual novel. I feel like it really fits, because visual novels, I still don't fully understand them. But if you never heard the term for some reason, it's rare that I teach people stuff, but it's basically like a interactive story, not a book, but it's like, imagine this scene here, like a static image, and then like text on the bottom that you can scroll through, and sometimes the images move a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of like my idea of them. And so music like this really seems to make sense because it's very like story driven. I can definitely hear that music turned down quite a bit with some text over it, or not some text, some voice acting over it. It's just kind of setting the mood, so it's like perfect. Now, I don't know what Red Velvet is about. I'm sure the requester will fill me in there, but I think it's kind of funny that it's being connected to another song that we're about to hear, which is technically the reason why this video is happening, is the whole love theme. That could very well be a romance love theme. Again, I don't know if these songs are connected. They just happen to be from the same Katawa Shoujo, so I put them together. That's it. Very nice though. It's very rare to have jazz, and I like jazz quite a bit, especially. I mean, if as a musician, you just have to kind of appreciate it. I know there's people that don't like it at all, and whatever, it's boring or something. I've kind of always, in my head, imagined jazz and golf to be kind of in the same realm, where like you maybe don't care about it or think it's weird as a teenager, young adult, and then as you get older, you start to appreciate those things because it's like a gentleman's sport, or it's like a whatever. You can kind of appreciate it more for the art of it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but to me, as a musician, I'm intimidated by jazz because there's kind of no room for error. You have to be vibing with everyone else. You have to be in key, and you have to be on time. That's crazy. Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on here, but since I did say love themes, the song title is called Letting My Heart Speak. So if I had to take a guess before I even hear it, this might be a conclusion to a romance. This is Letting My Heart Speak from Katawa Shoujo. Real instruments in this soundtrack. It's a really nice soundtrack, actually. Do I have a composer? All credit to Four Leaf Studios and Nicole Amarfi. Let me see. Ooh. Katawa Shoujo. Oh, and the logo for Katawa Shoujo is a heart with a bandage on it. Developer and publishers Four Leaf Studios. Oh man, this is really pretty. Released in 2012. Trying to get a composer. Oh, this is also the debut of Four Leaf Studios. Composers are Sebastian Scoff, known as Nicole Armafi, and Andy Blue 123 Andy. Okay. Both of these kind of give me like that Christmassy sound, like that chestnut on an open fire Christmassy sound. I'm really trying to, I would have to assume this picture is full on context. So I'm really just hearing the music and watching this image and just like, aw, you know. Oh, that's it. Oh, you know how rare it is to have... Damn, this is a rare video. Jazz, like that freeform jazz, slow jazz, that's pretty rare here. But also solo piano pieces, which I love. I haven't said that in a while, but piano is like one of my top 5 instruments. It's not my favorite. It depends on the day. My favorite is saxophone. 2 and 3, 4 and 5 can always kind of like mix and match. You know, it could go from like drums to the flute to the guitar to the piano. But the piano is always, and the organ, you know, kind of same family. I just love solo piano pieces. I don't know what it is. I think growing up, it's something that I just understood. As in, it wasn't explained to me. What I'm referring to is the dynamic of what is the term here? Piano player, is it hammer action? The feel of the piano. Like I knew hearing piano music as a kid that I could tell that the player was like hitting harder or playing light, and I felt like that human emotion in there. And I understood it. And I think that's kind of one of the things that like segued into me being a musician. I was just like, oh, you know, I kind of understand this language, because that's all music is really. It's a different type of language. It's just how our voices are vibrating through the air. So are frequencies that make notes. So I've always been drawn to the piano, and I like hearing solo piano. And it's nice hearing stuff like this, you know, because that did such a good job of portraying what is happening. I don't know the context yet, but based on this image and the song, it sounds like... I want to say it's a happy ending. I don't know if it's the ending, but it sounds like it's the conclusion of this love story. Now, from what I've heard in visual novels, I never played one, but from what I've heard, there's kind of like a... How do I say it? It's kind of like a multiple routes kind of thing. And I don't know if that's just for replayability, or it's intended for developers to kind of just have different options. So to me, this sounds like one of the options, if not the main option, to conclude happy. The song had a very uplifting major tonality, so it was really nice. This was a really nice kind of wholesome, hopefully it's wholesome, look back on kind of like my just music in general, you know. It's not just video game music, but this is like a very musical episode. We had 2 rare things here, because, you know, a lot of video game music that people send me is either like bombastic, or it's all over the place really, but it's rarely like this, is what I'm saying. So it's nice to know that people send me stuff that they just enjoy, not necessarily what I want to hear. That's my favorite thing. So yeah, let me know what's up with Red Velvet, if that falls in line as a love theme. But for sure, this one will go into BGM Vibes 10. So, and it'll be along other love themes. So I'll see you in that episode. Thank you to Happy Bell, and thank you to all the requesters and suggesters. Thank you to all the patrons you see here. I couldn't be here without them. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Later.